Hey, audience. I hope you're all having a fine Wednesday. If you're not, then it's not like I could just pat you on the back through the power of the internet and be like, you know, there, it's gonna be okay. I'll just say this, if you're having a bad day, don't worry about it. You're gonna have a lot of those. Life sucks and then you die. So you might as well just get used to it. Why not? I'm not doing a good job at cheering anyone up, am I? Whatever. You know, if you're a fan of the Grand Theft Auto series, like I am.
There was another thing of the weekend by, and I want to get this right because I've never watched this YouTuber. It's a popular GTA YouTuber, I've been informed. Good. Called SWEGTA.
Where are we looking at?
SWEGTA.
I'm gonna go with SWEGTA.
SWEGTA, that's much better.
SWEGTA?
I'm so sorry.
Then this video might make you feel just a tad bit better. So this is something that I've been meaning to make a video about, because it doesn't seem like there is any news organization or Rockstar Games related channel talking about this. I don't know why that is, but nonetheless, we're gonna get into it. So it appears as though Rockstar Games is working on GTA 4. Now the reason I know about this is because of a tweet made by Videotech. Videotech, for those of you who don't know, is someone who keeps a close eye on basically anything going on with Rockstar. Okay, so Videotech made the following tweet on January 24th. GTA 4's QA test branch was updated on Steam with 2 new depots. And he also gives credit to Rollcha2282. I don't know who that is, but thank you, Rollcha. Now, 3 days following this tweet, Videotech made the following tweet. GTA 4's new Steam executable was added to the QA test depot a few moments ago, which is highly likely the removal of the Windows Live support. Stay tuned. And then 3 days later, he said this. GTA 4 Depot QA Test Update. Grand Theft Auto 4 data and the Grand Theft Auto 4 data A was updated. And if you go to the Steam database... Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna include a link to this down below if you want to check it out yourself. Okay, so as of the making of this video, as I'm sitting here recording this narration, you can see that the last update happened 43 minutes ago. That is on February 12th, 2020. So it seems like Rockstar North is updating the game. And again, like Videotech said, this most likely has to do with games for Windows Live. As a lot of you know, I made a video on games for Windows Live being the reason GTA 4 was pulled from Steam. And my estimation back then was that Rockstar Games is gonna bring the game back on Steam in about 6 months. And yeah, it seems like they're already making some progress on that. You know, I've made a lot of videos criticizing Rockstar Games for doing stuff they shouldn't do. But in this instance, I have to commend them. This is good. This is a quick response to a community of people wanting them to do something. And yeah, I do know there's a financial motive behind this. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to neglect something like this when there's a lot of money to be made in sales, but at the same time, I appreciate how quickly they address this. You know, we had an immediate comment from Rockstar Games saying, yes, we are aware of this, and we are looking into a possible solution. And a week following this, they're already making progress. So again, kudos to Rockstar Games for doing this. And by going to the history tab on the Steam database page for GTA 4, we can see that they've made a lot of progress. I don't know if my estimation of 6 months is gonna be accurate by the time this comes out. Obviously, I don't have any insight into Rockstar Games. I can't peek through their window and be like, aha, it's gonna take approximately 1 month before we get GTA 4 back on Steam. I don't know how long it's gonna take. What I do know is that Rockstar North has been quick to fix this. Again, Rockstar. Kudos. Good job. Oh, and as I'm making this video, I might as well address a common confusion that I've seen in the comment section of the video I made on GTA 4 being removed from Steam. Okay, so I have Grand Theft Auto 4 on Steam. Now this is despite the fact that it got pulled from the Steam store. If you have GTA 4 on Steam, if you paid for the game and had it in your Steam games library prior to it being pulled from the Steam store, the game is not gonna vanish from your library. It's still gonna be there. At least in my case, and in any other instance I've seen. Okay, so just calm down. If you have the game, you're gonna keep it. And if you don't have the game on Steam, just chill out. You're gonna be fine. It's gonna be back eventually. Something else that I should mention while I'm making this video is a message I received from a viewer of mine. So Ash735 contacted me, and in the message they sent me, they corrected a few things that I mentioned in my video. One thing that I failed to mention in that video is that Microsoft was already publicly planning on shutting down games for Windows Live years prior to me making that video. And something that I should have mentioned in that video is that Rockstar Games could have possibly avoided this happening had they updated Grand Theft Auto 4 to use Steamworks instead of games for Windows Live. It seems like they neglected to do this. And so now if they want the game back on Steam, they're gonna have to fix this themselves. Which kinda makes me wonder, why did they not do this in the first place? And again, I don't have the ability to peek into Rockstar Games' development process and be like, okay, I see what's going on. So, you know, I could be talking out of my ass, which I probably am, but why is it that they never did anything about this until now? You know, now it's like, we have to do this because we just can't sell the game on Steam right now. It seems to me, especially given how many people hate games for Windows Live, it seems to me like it would have made more sense to fix that as soon as possible. You know, just patch out games for Windows Live and replace it with something more sustainable. Maybe, just maybe, something that people actually like. Well, it seems like they're finally doing something about it now. Again, Rockstar, you could have done something about this a lot sooner. You know, I get that you're doing this now because you simply can't sell the game on Steam, a platform that a lot of people play the game on, but
you could have done this a lot sooner.
I don't know why it took so long, but it seems like as soon as the game got pulled from Steam, they were notified of it and immediately set out to fix it. Okay, so yet another point I should have brought up in that video is episodes from Liberty City eventually being removed as well. Right now, it seems like you do have the ability to buy The Lost and Damned and The Ballad of Gay Tony on Steam. I don't know if Rockstar is gonna patch that immediately, because that also runs on games for Windows Live. It seems to me like that would make sense, but I have no idea. Maybe they're gonna take their sweet time yet again. I think it's gonna be interesting to see if GTA 4 is gonna utilize the Rockstar Games launcher, because it seems like that's what they want to do. They want to move on from Steam, they want to move on from games for Windows Live, and like many other companies right now, they want to have their own independent platform. And honestly, if you look at it monetarily, yes, that makes way more f***ing sense than having the game on Steam. It's still gonna be on Steam, you're still gonna be able to buy the game on there. The difference, I think, is gonna be that you're gonna have to sign in via the Rockstar Games launcher. Given the fact that Red Dead Redemption 2 and Grand Theft Auto 5 both require this, it just seems to me like that's where the wind is blowing. Alright, so now that we got all of that out of the way, let's talk about the most pressing issue of our age. In the video I made about GTA 4 being pulled from Steam, it seems like a lot of you took notice of me overusing the term games for Windows Live. I don't remember how many times I said it, but yeah, let's do a quick recap. I don't know how you all feel about games for Windows Live, 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 bye-bye, games for Windows Live. You know, it's kinda difficult to talk about something without naming it, but, you know, in all fairness, yes, I did overuse the term games for Windows Live. Henceforth, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna say games for Windows Live that much. Anyway, that's it for this video on GTA 4 and games for Windows Live. A continuation, a sequel, if you will, to my previous video on GTA 4 and games for Windows Live. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, give this video a like, follow me for more Rockstar Games related news, and that'll be that. And by the way, games for Windows Live. So, stay classy. Peace.